To complete this fluid change, I'm going to be using the following tools. I have a 15/16 socket, a breaker bar, or a socket wrench with something like this, a torque wrench, fluid, gloves, glasses, a fluid pump, and something to drain the fluid in. In addition to this, my fill plug is a T60 star bit. So I'm right below my transmission right now. This is right in front of the skid plate, right behind the oil pan. You'll see this little drain plug right here. Now I'm just gonna pop it open with my breaker bar. And that's loosened right now. It makes it way easier if you're using a breaker bar. I'm just gonna unscrew it with my hands right into the pan I have below this to catch it. So that's coming out right there. Made a little bit of a mess because it kind of splashed in a strange way. And I see a lot of sludge on this drain plug. Looks like it hasn't been changed in a while. This is the bottom of the plug. It's meant to catch anything that breaks off. It has a magnet in it. It had like a ton of stuff on it. And then I'm gonna add the plug back. So this plug calls for 32.5 foot-pounds. That right there is my fill plug. It's a T60. Some other Jeeps will have a 70mm bolt there instead. So I couldn't really get it on video because it was such a tight spot, but the problem was that I couldn't get this straight because the shaft was in the way. So I ended up unbolting the shaft from the front temporarily just so that I could fit up here and actually reach that in a straight way. I was kind of doing it at an angle because I was being lazy and I started stripping it, so I decided to be patient and drop the shaft for a bit. Now I have the pump connected to the gallon of transmission fluid. I'm just going to connect it into the fill plug. I'm just going to pump this until I start seeing it leak out a little bit. Cool, so you can see it leaking out now. So now I'm just gonna remove this like that. Just gonna put this in. And you can see how different the color is compared to what it was that we drained out. What we drained out was almost like black sludge. It looks like this hasn't been changed since the car was made. And this also calls for 32.5 foot-pounds. Yeah, this is where getting at it at the right angle gets a little bit hard because the socket wrench wants to start moving before it starts tightening. Okay, that's 32.5 foot-pounds. That's pretty much it. So now I'm gonna turn the car on, let it run for a bit. I'm gonna shift through the gears a little bit, and then I'm gonna take it for a drive. But that's how you change the fluid for your transmission. Thanks for watching. Leave a like if it was helpful. Leave a comment if you have any suggestions, and see you later.